Just managed to set up a little podcast studio. Look at that for a view. I'm going to be interviewing a local Hout Bay legend called David Beckett. Apparently, he's cleaned a beach on Hout Bay for 1,000 days straight. Let's see how this goes. When I had the idea to do this, you were the first person that I thought of to come to mind. Probably because I see you nearly every day on the beach. So it's like...
Yeah, I love it.
Just, let's put this a little bit closer.
Yeah, I mean...
That's fine. It's fine, don't worry.
Yeah.
Is that comfortable for you there?
Yeah, it's much comfortable.
Perfect. Yeah. There we go. So as you can see, I'm still getting used to this second episode. So, you know. Yeah, so obviously seeing you on the beach every day.
Yeah.
I'm quite an intrigued character when it comes to meeting new people. So obviously getting to know you and just hearing little snippets about what you've done has been really interesting. I mean, I'm on the beach here every day. Unfortunately, we can't see the beach, but the beach is there. We're in the beautiful Sentinel, so just a shout out to them for letting us use this space.
Yeah, big time shout out to Sentinel. Thank you very much.
100%.
Yeah, it's awesome view and just spectacular weather.
You know, that's Hout Bay, isn't it? But so do you? So just for like the purpose of people who don't know Sentinel, and I don't know 100%, you know, their story and what they do. I'm hoping to get to bring them in here actually at some point. But you've got the T-shirt on. Yeah. So Sentinel, like, you're quite familiar with the guys behind this place, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm very familiar with Sentinel Ocean Alliance. It's about showing awareness for like plastic pollution, getting a community together to do like beach cleanups, and you know, just to show that plastic is killing the marine life and we need to take action, you know.
Yeah. And so I mean, I suppose we'll get straight into the 1,000 days beach cleanup.
I've already completed.
You've completed that.
Yeah, that was on the 28th of December last year. Now I'm going for my 6th year of David's Hout Bay beach cleanup, which will be on the 1st of March 2023.
2023. That'll be 6 years that you've done it.
6 years. Yeah, it's amazing how time flies.
It's crazy, isn't it? That?
Yeah.
So when you say that's 6 years, is that 6 years every day for 6 years?
I've done beach cleanup every day.
Every single day.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you started. What made you start it? Is it obviously rubbish on the beach is what makes you start cleaning the beach up, but was it something that you just said, right, I'm going to do this now and I'm going to do it every single day, or has it just happened because you're out there?
You know, actually, I was motivated on Instagram. I was actually looking at beach cleanup on Instagram, and they said that beach cleanup worldwide, you could maybe have like 155,000 volunteers worldwide, and you can put an hour or two aside to clean up the beach. And,
right.
You know, I was actually following 5-minute beach cleanup in Costa Rica, and the lady that owns 5-minute beach cleanup is Carolyn Sevilla, who's a Costa Rican native, and she cleaned up the beaches every day in Costa Rica, and she actually showed awareness, and that's how I got motivated.
Okay, so you was following her.
Yeah.
And she's part of Beach Cleanup. Is that the name of the organisation? Yeah. And are you now a part of Beach Cleanup also?
Yeah.
Okay, so they've got like a network of people around the world just basically doing beach cleanups. Yeah. Right. And because am I right in saying you want to go to Costa Rica as well?
Yeah, I would love to go to Costa Rica. I've heard some awesome stories about it. I mean, even I would like to meet her in person as well, get to know her and what her beach cleanup's all about in Costa Rica. And
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
And have you always been that way inclined in terms of, like, you know, helping with the environment and all that? Is that something you've been even since you was a small boy? Is that?
Actually, yeah. I mean, I've done a lot of environmental studies, and you know, also, you know, actually, I had a few jobs that I didn't like, and then I got straight into you know, the beach cleanup, and it's changed my life completely.
Really.
It's changed.
What's changed? What
Just give me 1 second. I'm just gonna check something. What is it? What's changed? What is it about beach cleanup that's changed your life? Is it the fact that you're going out there every day? Is it the people you meet? Because I know that I see you're always by yourself on the beach cleaning, like every single day.
Yeah, I
But
mean,
is there a community of people you're involved with, like in Hout Bay in Cape Town?
actually, you know what? I mean, when I do beach cleanup, it's just, mind to just let go
Yeah.
of your stress, just to like be with nature, the ocean, and just breathe in that nice sea air and just be yourself,
Yeah.
just to
Yeah.
gain energy from the sea, I mean,
100%, mate. I feel like that sometimes
Yeah.
because when I work sometimes at home, and you get like the stress, and it's just like then when
Yeah.
I take the dog to the beach,
Yeah.
and it's like bang, and
Yeah.
it's gone, and it's the air, and
Yeah.
and if you've got a hangover as well, the beach is
Yeah.
pretty good. So
I know.
you know that.
Yeah.
We often
Yeah.
see each other in the workshop and
Yeah.
a few other places around Hout
Yeah.
Bay as well.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
and Hout Bay itself, have you always lived there? Is this where you've always
Yeah, I've actually lived in the Hout Bay for 26 years. I was actually born in Johannesburg and then moved to beautiful Hout Bay in 1999.
been? 99, yeah.
And yeah, it's been my home ever since.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
And what else happened in 99?
well, 1999.
It was a big year. We've got something else in common. What is it? We liked beach cleanups, we like Hout Bay, and we like Manchester United.
United, yeah, exactly.
1999,
The treble,
you know
exactly,
that.
yeah.
Big one. Shout out to all the Reds out there.
Yeah, big shout out to
me
our
and
trebles,
me and
yeah,
David
big-
are repping United in
yeah,
Hout
I
Bay.
mean, I actually was watching on TikTok some of the nice, memorable Manchester United moments, like beating Arsenal 8-2,
Yeah.
and then, of course, the treble in
Yeah.
1999.
Yeah, 100%. Have you always been a United fan, or since you're
Yeah,
a
I've
kid?
been a United fan for 15 years.
15 years, yeah.
Yeah.
We won't get too sidetracked. We are here to talk about beach cleanups and David's life, but
Yeah.
Man United, we're always dropping that in if we
Yeah.
can, because
Yeah.
got to do that. So so in terms of like so you were born in Joburg, you moved down here in 99, yeah,
Yeah.
with your family, yeah.
Yeah.
Right, okay. And what age was you when you moved from Joburg?
I was actually 15 years old.
You was 15, yeah.
Yeah, when I moved to Hout Bay, and
You moved straight from Joburg to Hout Bay, yeah. Yeah.
yeah, and it's just been awesome. I mean, Hout Bay has driven Joburg out of you. You don't actually feel like you're surrounded by security bars and stuff.
Yeah, yeah, it's a lot
like
different in Joburg, isn't
It's
it?
very claustrophobic
Yeah.
in Joburg, where you have to be always have your neck 360 around because of the security, and the
Yeah.
and the crime in Johannesburg. But here in Hout Bay, it's
You feel a lot safer.
yeah.
A lot safer, yeah.
Yeah.
And Cape Town in general is safer than Joburg, is it? I suppose.
Yeah, much better.
A lot safer, yeah.
I mean, I live in Hout Bay, and I commute by the bus when I want to go and see friends and family. I actually, go and do shopping myself.
Yeah,
I
yeah, yeah.
don't need a car.
Yeah.
Because where I live, the shops are just so close.
Everything's here in Hout Bay, isn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
Everything's here. Since I've lived there for a year and a half now, and it's not until you actually live here that
Yeah.
you realise how special it is. Because my girlfriend's sister. She's coming. She's lived there for like all her life really, but when we used to visit, it didn't feel the same. But when you move in, you get involved with the community and stuff. It's different,
Yeah.
isn't it? So
Yeah,
you know
yeah,
what I mean. So
yeah,
you're right.
yeah.
Walk through. It's okay. Don't worry. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah, we're in a live environment.
Yeah.
So now the guys have been so good to let us use this.
Yeah.
We're looking out at the beach. Unfortunately, you guys can't see it, but we'll
Yeah.
throw some clips in here. But the Sentinel's beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah,
So
that's
nice.
awesome.
We're sat in a
Such beautiful blue water, and
shipping container. This is,
Yeah.
and they got the coffee shop down there. And the coffee, to be honest, if anyone ever comes to Hout Bay, go to the left of the beach and get coffee, because not only is it the best coffee,
it is the most awesome coffee.
it's
yeah.
also helping the
Envi-
Ocean Alliance, isn't it?
Sentinel
Sentinel.
Ocean Alliance, yeah.
So I mean,
Yeah.
I think everyone likes coffee. So if
Yeah.
you can buy
Yeah.
coffee and help,
Yeah.
I think that's
Yeah.
the best coffee, to be
Yeah.
honest. And
Big
I
time.
actually need to stop going to Seattle coffee. I'm gonna
Yeah.
tell myself off. I need to come here
Exactly.
because I did
Yeah,
come here, but because
yeah.
this is a queue, because it's so popular, but
Yeah.
it's so unique on the beach. It's not like it's not like a Seattle where it's like
Yeah.
they're churning out coffees.
Yeah.
You know, there's a small team here, isn't there? But
Yeah.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
my pledge is to not buy coffee from Seattle, buy
Yeah.
it from here.
From yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So yeah, so you came up from Joburg. What was it like growing up in Joburg then for you? Was where in Joburg are you actually from? I'm not too sure. Not too familiar with Joburg. My girlfriend's from where's she from? The name evades me, but there's a few places that I'm aware of. But where are you? Where are you from?
I actually grew up in Bryanston and Grosvenor Road in Johannesburg. It's a nice suburb, but also a very hot spot for crime. And actually growing up in Bryanston, it was great. I mean, I liked my college days. I went to Unity College, and I did artwork. I did like welding, learning how to weld,
Yeah.
mechanics.
In college, yeah.
Yeah, in college.
So what age is that? Because you left at 15. So what age is college?
I was actually between 12 and 14.
Right. Okay.
And then I also played football for Unity College as well
Did you
as a centre forward.
really?
Yeah.
What player would you compare yourself to if you had to compare yourself to? I'll ask you actually a question: a player from the past and a current player who your style of play
I like
in the
Peter
game.
Crouch.
You like
He's
Crouch, but you are tall.
taller, yeah, and yeah, I mean, yeah,
Yeah,
but I mean, I don't even see any more current taller players.
there's not that many, is there? Well,
Yeah.
the new guy for United, Veghorst, he's big.
Yeah,
He's not doing too well, but he's
yeah,
big.
yeah, it
He's
is
big.
big, yeah.
Um, But we'll save we'll save the football discussion for another time, or in the workshop.
Yeah,
In the
of
workshop.
Yeah.
So growing up in Joburg, then, like, you talk about the crime, and obviously I don't want to talk too much about crime in South Africa, but it is obviously being from the UK, the perception of South Africa is people think crime straight away. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think that Cape Town different. I think obviously to an extent, but I don't think
Yeah.
people really differentiate it until they actually get here and they see it.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. I mean, for you, was it? I mean, you said you lived in a nice suburb, so I suppose it's all the threat's always there, isn't it? I
yeah.
suppose.
But I mean, as you say, when a community gets together, like in Bryanston, we had like a big group of people in our neighborhood
Yeah.
that would form the neighborhood watch.
Right.
And we
Okay.
were
And everyone
actually-
works together.
Yeah,
Yeah.
everybody works together, do patrols.
Yeah.
Which was awesome.
Right.
But I mean, living in Hout Bay, it's changed it completely. I mean, doing beach cleanup for almost 6 years, it's
And you don't get bored.
no,
Never.
I don't. And actually,
Obviously not. I mean, I didn't ask you that. I'm actually saying, of course, you don't get bored. 'Cause
yeah, I
you're so
don't,
passionate
really,
about it.
Yeah,
I mean, it's amazing. It really is.
yeah. And then of course, it was in the third week of my beach cleanup adventure in May of 2017, I was approached by a lady, and she says she's going to buy me a metal detector. And she said, "Where do you want me to drop off your metal detector?" And I said, "At my flat." And a very nice lady named Mary that I know very well, and she bought me a metal detector, and it made me like
Even
Go-
so,
go-
you have even more of a reason then. So you're doing the
Yeah.
beach cleanup and you've got the metal detector as
yeah,
well.
yeah.
So you don't go out with a metal detector all the time, do you?
Yeah, sometimes, I concentrate more on my beach cleanup.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
then
yeah.
Maybe once on occasion I'll bring out the metal detector.
Right. Okay.
Because my mum said, with the focus on my beach cleanup, is to show awareness and to educate the younger generation. It's not about me anymore.
Okay. Okay.
And my sister's daughter, Rosie, who's got cystic fibrosis, and it's a genetic condition. She fell in love with my beach cleanup, and Rosie, when I broke my back in 2019, she and my sister did a beach cleanup in my behalf when I was in recovery, and She
Wow.
absolutely fell in love with my
How
beach
did you break your back, David? If you don't mind me asking.
I broke my back. I slipped a disc in the 8th of June 2019 while cleaning up a beach in the middle of winter.
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I slipped on some kelp. My right foot, my gumboot got stuck in some kelp and I fell forward and I felt something just pop
And it
in my,
broke.
yeah, like a
Wow.
pop in my lower back.
And how long did it take you to recover from that?
I actually went for surgery. I had a great neurosurgeon and spine doctor named Dr. Fred Funnemover. And, the surgery was awesome. It was not too painful, but, coming out of surgery, it was, but I mean, the painkillers are good. And then, of course, my mom had a friend that had a guy that is a biokineticist, and he gave me like rehab exercises, and
Yeah, yeah.
I actually took it to like water, and I started
So you
exercising.
was very
Yeah,
disciplined.
yeah, very
Really?
disciplined. Yeah, and
Oh, that's really good.
yeah,
Because a lot of people that can have a real bad effect on people.
yeah, yeah,
Especially when you're so used to a routine
yeah,
and you actually got injured doing the thing that you now can't do, and
yeah,
it
yeah,
must have been frustrating. But you
yeah,
you obviously recovered well from it.
yeah,
So well
yeah,
done.
because I really enjoyed the exercises that the biokineticist gave me. I mean, like the war angels, and just the plank.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
then
yeah.
you can do bed exercises when you wake up.
Right. And you did that every day.
Yeah, I do that every day.
You
Yeah.
still do it now.
Yeah, I still
Right.
do it every morning when I wake up at between 6:30 in the morning on the summer. I'll do a few bed exercises, my little planks, and you know windscreen wipers with your legs.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Stretch your legs.
Nice,
Yeah,
nice. So you're an inspiration in that sense
yeah,
as well, then, to be honest,
yeah,
because that can't have been easy for you.
yeah,
The impact that you're having, I mean, you're putting so much work into it, but I mean, what can people do to help? Obviously, don't litter. That's the main thing. But is there anything? I suppose it's just being aware and
yeah. Just showing awareness. I mean, also educating the younger generation. I mean, even with Sentinel Oceans Alliance, they do the Parlay Ocean School, and which is fantastic. They actually show the younger generation about ocean safety and also beach cleanup, and
right.
show
And
the
that's they do this here, yeah,
yeah,
in this building.
yeah,
So that's amazing. That's the key, isn't it?
yeah,
Educating the youth, to be
yeah,
honest.
yeah.
I mean, you see
Chris,
some
I
of
actually would love to ask them if I can actually come and do a talk about my story, how I got involved in
yeah, yeah, yeah.
beach cleanup, and how I got my niece motivated to do beach cleanup.
Yeah,
as
yeah,
well,
yeah. I'm
because,
sure I'm sure they'd really love that. So
yeah,
your niece Rosie, is it?
yeah,
So she comes with you quite a lot now. Does she
yeah.
come out and do the beach cleanups?
Yeah, I mean, she's actually doing very well at St. Cyprian's, and she's like, very energetic, and she's like saying, I'll get a few of my friends to come and beach clean up with me. And I said, Rose, I want you and I just to do
Yeah,
beach cleanup,
yeah,
uncle and niece.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Nice.
Which was,
So when you so you were in college, and
yeah.
then after that you come to Cape Town. So what did you do when you arrived in Hout Bay? So what was your sort of like first steps here? Did you go to school in Cape Town?
Actually, I went to another college called Glendale College, and I really liked the college. I did art, and then I did history on World War II, and
Really?
I fell in love with World War II, and I learned about the British soldiers working with the United States soldiers to like take out the Germans in
Yeah, yeah,
Europe,
yeah.
to free Europe from the grips of the German Nazis, and yeah, I actually got an award for the like actually at the end of my college graduation, I actually got an award for my World War II
Really?
history.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. What about the history of South Africa? Have you got a lot of knowledge about South African history, or?
Yeah, I've got a lot of. I mean, actually, my parents were in the diamond business, and in Kimberley they got the diamond hut, the hole,
Yeah,
and Kimberley is well into its like history of the diamond trade, and my dad used to be a wholesale diamond dealer, and but it's a very dangerous job now. I mean,
Is it?
yeah, very
Yeah.
dangerous. You know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, if you want to transport goods to other companies, you have to do it yourself.
Right.
Because all the in transit people are getting hit by.
Right. So it's
Yeah.
it's massively targeted, aren't you, in
Yeah.
that industry? Yeah.
Yeah.
And does your family are they involved in that now or not?
No, actually, my brother-in-law and my sister are into jewelry design,
Right.
and yeah, they do engagement rings, they do tennis bracelets, they do like nice necklaces, and yeah, I mean, hats off to my sister Danny Martin. I mean, I'm just so intrigued with her jewelry design, and I mean, all she wanted to do when she got out of college, she wanted to do jewelry design.
Really. And that's what she's done. And what age is
Yeah.
your sister?
She is going to be 40 this year.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you arrived. So you did you work here? Did you work any jobs before you got into the beach cleanup?
Yeah, actually, the job titles I did, I actually worked for the Hout Bay handyman from 2005 to 2009, and then I went into car washing for a mechanic company, and then I went into gardening and landscaping. But it wasn't my thing. Actually, I did a lot of environmental studies in college, and actually I knew that I was destined to do beach cleanup. And
Really.
yeah, that's
Nice.
what I'm doing today.
And what about the funding? So what about funding for that? Is there any funding that you receive or that you could receive or that
Well, actually, you know what?
donations and stuff?
The funding is awesome. Actually, I must send a shout out to Jackie Jorgensen, one of my good friends who lives in the Eastern Cape. She said to me, "You must put some donation tins out and brand your donation tin with David's Hout Bay Beach Cleanup," and it's worked hell of a well.
Has it worked? Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
And
And is that
actually,
just is that so? Where do you go in the local area? You just go
Yeah.
to like
yeah,
shopping centres,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
And is that just by yourself or?
Yeah, actually, the big supporters of my beach cleanup is OK Mini Mark in
Yeah.
Hout Bay, and also the shout out to the owner of OK Mini Mark, Paul. Thank you very much for always being a great support of my
Yeah,
beach
nice
cleanup.
one, Paul.
And,
Brilliant.
yeah, so I mean, I even get tips from passing people on the beach, and
Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah. Nice.
yeah.
And another thing I wanted to ask you about as well was the golf tees.
The golf tees, I've actually had some information about that. The golf tees will be starting again in March.
So just explain what when I ask you what are the golf tees.
Okay, the golf tees came about.
Just move this up a bit, mate. Yeah.
The golf
Yeah, yeah,
tees came about last year. In like 2021, I was actually said with plastic pollution, and you can actually turn plastic into reusable stuff and redesign. And I said to myself, let's make some golf tees.
Yeah.
And I spoke to Craig Dunlop at the Hout Bay Yacht Club, and he got set up with the golf mold and the huge mold machine, and it was awesome. And then all of it is paid by the Hout Bay Yacht Club, and the machine actually packed up a bit. It just needs to be
Oh, the machine to
Yeah.
make them, yeah, the mold.
I mean, the machine actually just needs a bit of service maintenance, and actually also the golf tees is amazing. I mean, I am actually going to try and make some pink golf tees for the ladies.
For the ladies, yeah,
Yeah.
nice.
And I'm actually finding a few professional women golfers on Instagram and TikTok, and it's nice just to make stuff out of.
No, it's amazing, to be honest. I think the more that you, I think the more you get that message out of what you're doing, I think that'll get a lot of traction, to be honest. I think
Yeah,
a lot of attention,
definitely.
especially if you
Yeah.
DM people on Instagram.
Yeah.
And what I'll do as well is I'll make a little clip of this section of the video and put that out there, because I think that's a really unique
Yeah, of course.
thing that you're
Thank
doing.
you.
The beach
Yeah.
cleanups, obviously
Yeah.
amazing, but using the plastic and reusing the plastic
Yeah.
is great. Have you are you able to make them still, or?
Yeah, I mean, I'm actually just spoke to the new owner of the Hout Bay Yacht Club, Chris. He says that the golf tee machine will be fixed and available in later March.
Right, okay.
And also the shredder as well, because we need to shred the plastic bottle tops. So the shredder will be also available in March as well. So it will be awesome.
And how many of those do you reckon you've made so far? Because I know you were doing it last year, wasn't you?
I was doing golf tees last year, and I made like 1,200 golf tees.
Really?
And yeah, I've still got them at home, but I need to actually sell them off. And yeah.
Yeah. Well, let's hope we can get you a
But
bit of attention on that.
there was a guy that did my packaging for me, but he lost the printing of my packaging. So I'm actually looking for somebody who can actually do packaging. for
Okay,
me.
so you need a packaging
Yeah,
supplier basically to
Yeah.
help you do that, yeah?
yeah,
Right, okay.
yeah,
Well, hopefully we
Yeah.
can get you someone.
yeah,
That's amazing.
yeah.
So yeah, I suppose, and Hout Bay in general is just paradise, eh?
Yeah,
Paradise.
just absolutely beautiful. I mean, last year I was actually overwhelmed with, a lot of tourists coming back from pre-COVID, and I met some awesome people from Ireland, the UK, England. I met some nice people from Australia.
Yeah,
and
yeah. On holiday, people on
Yeah,
holiday,
on
You-
holiday,
when you,
they-
on the beach.
yeah,
Yeah.
the beach, yeah, and
Yeah.
it's just with the international, that all the tourists coming back, and you get that international vibe that you see all the nice people from overseas
Yeah.
coming to put money back in our economy, and
Yeah, yeah.
which is great. I mean,
And Hout Bay is it's it's very unique, isn't it? In the sense of it's not like any other place I've been in Cape Town. There is also what's the Republic of Hout Bay?
the Republic of Hout Bay, it's like, I mean,
Is it real?
it is real, but I mean, it's just Hout Bay. It's,
Yeah.
it's South
Did anyone have a passport? Have you heard that rumor?
I've heard about the rumor, but I haven't got the official Hout Bay passport.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it is like that, though, isn't it? It is like that, and
Yeah.
also it's from my experience of other people's opinions on Hout Bay. If they're from
Yeah.
outside of Hout Bay,
Yeah.
some people they don't really understand it. I don't think, and
Yeah.
I was probably like that before I moved there.
Yeah.
It's too far.
Yeah.
The beach. So I've heard people like criticize the beach.
Yeah.
Like because it's not Clifton. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's like, but it's
Yeah.
such a unique beach. I mean,
Yeah.
find another beach in Cape Town with dunes, a beach restaurant in the middle
Yeah.
of it, beach bar, a
Yeah.
harbour,
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
coffee shop on the left. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I think it's actually
I mean, Sentinel
amazing.
Cafe is awesome. Their coffee is great. I mean, to honor Sentinel Oceans Alliance, it's just amazing. I mean, getting free coffee from Sentinel Oceans Alliance is.
Do they give you free coffee? Yeah, for
Yeah,
the beach
and,
cleanup. Yeah.
with beach cleanup,
Right.
and I mean, also shout out to Frank Solomon, who created this beautiful non-profit organization, and he's an awesome person. He does a lot of surfing.
Yeah, he's a bit of a surfing
Yeah.
legend, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a surfing
Yeah.
legend. and-
I would like to speak to him
Yeah.
on here myself, to be
Yeah.
honest. I know nothing about surfing, but
Yeah.
I'm sure he can
Yeah.
tell me a few things.
I mean, he's awesome. I mean, working with Sentinel Oceans Alliance, they are such a nice bunch of friendly people, and
Yeah.
they got a wealth of knowledge, and you learn from the best. And it's always to when you go home from a beach cleanup, you've had a good day on the beach, and you met your friends, and
Yeah.
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 And
It's inspiring,
it
isn't it?
inspires, and you know, when you go the next day, you know, you're just so energetic and
Yeah,
looking
yeah,
forward
yeah.
to, you know,
Where would you before we wrap it up, where would you recommend? I don't think you have to hold this. There you go. Sorry,
yeah,
I've got you.
yeah.
As I said before, this is actually the first time I've got these mics.
Oh,
So
that's nice.
David is well, not the mics, but the stands.
Yeah,
So they're a bit like, but we could get in there. We're
yeah,
getting there. The next one will be better. So I
yeah, of
appreciate
course.
your time because
My pleasure.
this is
Welcome.
a
You're
you know a
welcome.
big step for myself as well. So
Yeah.
if we go before we wrap up, Hout Bay, where would you There we go. I should have prepared this better for you, David.
Yeah.
There we go. Where would you recommend people to go in Hout Bay? Restaurants?
Well, actually, you know, the restaurants are awesome. I mean, I've been to like Casareccia, Woodcutters, Mariners Wharf, the Bay Harbour Market's nice.
Yeah.
I mean, they've got a nice butchery called the Butcher's Mermaid, and you know, yeah, I mean, it's
So many places, isn't
yeah,
there? Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
And you know, I mean, Hout Bay is just such a beautiful, vibey kind of coastal town. You know,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
you know, I mean, you go to the shops, and you know, like I go to Pick and Pay, and I meet a lot of people that actually recognize me on the beach, and you know, there was one lady that saw me with my groceries, and she said, "Ah, you're not going to pay for that." I'm
Well, and she
going to
paid
pay
for your groceries?
Yeah, she
No
paid
way.
for
That's
groceries,
brilliant. That's
which
good.
was
I like that.
fantastic. And I mean, I was so appreciative. I gave her a hug and a kiss, and I said,
Nice
"Thank you very
one.
much." You know what I mean?
And I think have
Because
you
I mean, as you do beach cleanup, there are a lot of kind people that actually acknowledge you for all the
Yeah,
hard work you do for this beautiful ocean and the beach
100%.
flowers. You know.
100%. Do you spend any time in the ocean?
Actually, yeah, in 2008, I did a bit of life saving for the Hout Bay Life Saving Club, and yeah, then I actually fell in love with the ocean.
Yeah.
Yeah, then I actually did a bit of deep sea fishing in St. Francis Bay, and yeah, I really had a thing for the ocean, you know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Nice, nice.
yeah.
And surfing? Have you surfed before or not?
No, no.
Never.
Actually, I've done surf ski,
Bodyboarding?
yeah,
Yeah.
bodyboarding and surf ski.
But bodyboarding's also difficult, eh?
I know it is.
Friend of mine, shout out to Damo.
Yeah.
You know Damo
I know
actually. You know Damo.
yeah.
He took me out a few weeks ago. I still need to get a wetsuit, but I couldn't believe how difficult it was. To be honest, I'd always, because I'd done it when I was younger. I used to go down to Cornwall in the UK,
Yeah, yeah.
and we'd get on the bodyboard, and
Yeah.
you know we were kids, and it's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
you know and everything's fun when you're a kid.
Yeah.
So I had this sort of misconception that bodyboarding was like a poor man's surfing, which I suppose in a way
Yeah.
some people would say it is.
Yeah.
But don't underestimate bodyboarding. Do you know
Yeah.
what I mean? Because I got absolutely thrown around the ocean.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like I come out there and I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
So much respect for people who go in the ocean and tackle those waves now. And
Yeah.
I mean, I was probably about 20 meters out, and they felt like big waves. And then when I got out and I looked, I'm like, they're not big waves.
Yeah.
I've just been in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I put my wetsuit on inside out as well. So that was the second time. So I've got a lot to learn before I become fully Cape Tonian. Do you know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
but no, it's been a pleasure. And oh dear, have you had lunch today?
Yeah, I've had lunch.
You've had
yeah.
lunch.
Yeah.
You're not hungry?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I owe you one for this.
Thank
I
you.
really appreciate you coming on.
My pleasure.
So anyway, you want to go? We'll take you out for a meal. We'll have a little
Thank you.
catch up
Appreciate it.
in the
Thank
week.
you.
So I really appreciate it, David.
Thank you, Aidan.
And
Appreciate it.
yeah, just a shout out to everyone who you mentioned, everyone who supports
Sentinel
David.
Ocean Alliance and David's Hout Bay Beach Cleanup. I mean, it's just such a dream team with Sentinel Ocean Alliance, and you know, it's just such a great organisation
Yeah.
to work with partnership, and you know,
Where can people find you online? Facebook, Instagram.
Facebook, Instagram.
We'll drop the links in the descriptions so
I'll drop
everyone
the link.
wants
Yeah.
to get in contact with you.
Yeah.
And yeah, I suppose last but not least, plans for the future. Have you got anything? Have you got any aspirations where you would? I know you want to go to Costa Rica.
Yeah, that's
Is that one of
my-
your main goals?
That's my main goal, to go to represent South Africa as an ambassador for beach cleanup in Costa Rica.
Right.
To wave the South African flag and to say we also are aware of the plastic pollution, and we need to take um, care of our ocean and to educate the younger generation.
Yeah, I think for the amount of work that you've done consistently cleaning up the
Yeah.
beach, I think you deserve to go to Costa Rica,
Definitely.
even if it was just for a holiday. I know you'll be
Yeah.
doing work over there.
Yeah.
So if we clip this little bit up,
Yeah.
put it out there on TikTok, on Instagram, if
Yeah.
it gets some views,
Yeah.
leave a comment
Yeah.
below and let
Yeah.
us know if you would be up for crowdfunding David to go to Costa Rica.
Oh, that would be
Because
awesome.
it's not hard to do. We can
Yeah.
easily set up a crowdfunding page.
Yeah.
People can throw 50 rand in, 100 rand,
Yeah.
build that up over a certain amount of time, get you out to Costa
Yeah,
Rica
that would
to
be
fulfill
awesome,
your
you know what I
dream.
mean?
That'd be
Actually,
amazing.
that's what I said to my mom. You know, my mom and I are very close, and we had a conversation over a cup of coffee. And my mom and I are very close. And I said to mom, I want to actually go to Costa Rica, and my mom and my mom's friend set me up a travel fund, and which is fantastic. And it was a great initiative. It started actually on my 40th birthday, and then it started to grow. And actually, I said to my mom, let's do Costa Rica, and which my mom's husband, Mac, is a tour guide. So
Right.
basically, he will know where to go to Costa Rica and which places are awesome to go and stay in
Yeah.
Costa Rica. Yeah.
So you've already got a travel fund. Yeah.
Yeah, I've already got a travel fund.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're
Yeah.
building your way up
Yeah.
to.
Yeah. I mean, with all the donations I get, I actually
Right.
put it into my
Yeah.
travel fund. And
So I mean, I suppose we just need to add a little bit context in there then. So David has done a lot more than this, but 1,000 days
Yeah.
straight
yeah.
cleaning up the beach.
Yep.
He would like to go to Costa Rica to
Yeah.
meet.
Carolyn Sevilla, the owner of 5 Minutes Beach Cleanup. And I mean, her husband and her always do a great job on the beaches of Costa Rica, also showing awareness that plastic is just killing marine life. And if you get like a group of 40 to 50 people on a normal day of beach cleanup, then it's okay to just like say, we have done a great job, and hats off to people around the world that
Yeah.
we can tackle global plastic pollution,
Yeah, yeah.
and bring back the normal sustainable marine life that will like thrive and not be affected by the plastic
Yeah,
pollution.
yeah, because it's shocking, isn't it? So, yeah, if support David, let's leave a comment below and let us know if we get some good feedback,
Yeah,
and we'll
it'll
set
be
up.
awesome.
We can
Thank
set up a
you very much.
crowdfunding page and we'll try and get you out there.
Thank you.
We'll see if we get any views. Hopefully, we
Yeah.
do because you're a legend, Hout Bay
Yeah.
legend. Everyone
Yeah.
loves you. Do you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
it's been a pleasure to speak.
Nice
Sweet.
to hear from
Thank you, bro.
all my friends out there that actually have supported me. I mean,
Yeah.
that's really appreciated.
Yeah, that's how you
Yeah.
run your thing, isn't it?
And,
With your
and
support.
thank you, Aidan, for your time, and I really appreciate it.
No problem,
Thank you.
mate. No problem. Cheers.